Act 4, The Wake, Chapter 24, House of Hope. Good morning. Good morning. You don't know how refreshing it is to see you three all together again. Likewise. Did you rest well? Not much, but well. We wanted to spend the whole night planning while Rhea worked on the sword, but Una forced us to sleep. She's always valued at nap time. Innkeeper, I've observed you put up quests for us. I did. And you even thought about defending the roots. Very smart, Innkeeper. Very smart. I assume that means you all did too? Of course we did. We made plans and backup plans and teams and everything. What kind of team did you join? Fable's gonna fight that big bad necromancer guy with their cool new dragon powers. And we'll be making sure the zombies don't eat people. Together with Baya and Archie, we'll evacuate the capital and Zenith too. There shouldn't be any people around when his undead army arrives. Other than our extermination team, obviously. That seems reasonable. With Baya's help, it should go quickly too. Right? First we wanted to ask her to teleport Team Cool Sword to the Aperture, but Baya says she can't talk to the trees in the Forbidden Valley. They're too weird. Too weird for Baya? They must be strange trees. Yeah, I really want to see them, but it's too dangerous, so I'll just wait until I'm older. Archie's gonna help us convince the people in charge about the approaching danger. I'll help with providing good arguments and keeping things organized. And Dave will lead our group and scout out escape routes. And after that, you are staying behind for the battle, Dave? No, I'm staying with Melli. I'll bring everyone to safety and protect them there. Not out for revenge? I trust my friends will deliver it for me. I do want the necromancer to be defeated, but I don't want to leave Melli alone again even more. So you want to stay out of it? I want to live. Oh. Plus, Melli will need an assistant. I couldn't have asked for a better one. Agreed. Now, I know you didn't put up the quest for the evacuation, but could you get me a drink for the road? Something tasty to motivate me? We'll have to convince a lot of people we haven't gone mad. Sure. What secret do you have for me this time? A really big one. What could possibly still surprise me now? My real name. I'm all ears. It's Neil. Neil Broom. It's a stupid name, I know, but I think I'm done pretending to be someone else, so Neil it is. I love it. Neil. It's cute. Can I give you a nickname? Neely? Neelit? Neilchun? Nelly? Like Melli with an N? Neil is fine, I think. Neil. It suits you really well. Thank you, Fable. Such a nice name definitely earns you a drink. I was hoping you'd say that. Thank you for helping me be myself. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll make sure Neil is just as charming as Zephyr or Malachite or John then. I appreciate it. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta feel comfortable with being yourself and learn to accept who you are for who you are. And that's fine. That is you. I don't think I'm gonna get to make that one. 1,000 Winds or Sunny Breeze or Spoken Heart. No, we'll go back to 1,000 Winds. Was there any request for an infusion? No, it was strictly pure charisma based. And I think I do this one with, I could do this with the flowers or the lotus. I'm just looking to see what other options I've got for That one, yeah. Let's do it with the flowers. So we've already got that one, that one. We've already got a wing and a crown, so we just need 2 more crowns, 2 shields. Thank you, and do. Some additional charm, not that you need it. This is delicious, thank you. I hope this will make me more bearable to the townsfolk. I find you plenty bearable. Thanks. Innkeeper? Yes, Fable? I've been meaning to tell you, thank you for everything you've done for me. Without you pushing me to go on that werewolf quest, I wouldn't have gained the confidence to face You're one of the best friends I've ever had. Thank you, Fable. Fable, I have a confession to make. Let me guess, you don't actually know how to make hot chocolate. Actually, I recently learned how. Would you like one? You're trying to distract us. Yes, she is, but I'd still like one. I'll accept it when you're done telling us your secrets. I'll trade your confession for the chance to make me a hot chocolate. I see I've taught you well. All right. Are we admitting that the necromancer came to the tavern? This is scarier than I thought it'd be. I know, but you can do it. That crazy necromancer. The truth is, I know him pretty well. He's my former best friend. Yeah, that's about what I'd expect. That makes sense. Oh, it does. Well, I always knew she was hiding something. And when I saw the flowers on the necromancer's armor, it reminded me of the letter you refused to open. Yeah, that letter was... Yeah, it was something. So, you two were friends? We were in an adventuring party together. It was us and 4 others, Aquila, Aegis, Alken, and Kaya. Oh, it's been ages since I've said their names out loud. We spent quite a few years together. What happened? They died. Our friends, they... Remember the other necromancer you were researching, Melli? Obviously, is he their reincarnation? Was I right? Not quite, but we fought her, Carabosa, a couple times. She was obsessed with immortality and would do anything to get it. To us, it was like a game. She'd do something horrible, we'd stop her goons, she'd get away. We got so used to it that we became careless and arrogant. We didn't quite realize how dangerous she really was. Thinking ourselves invincible, we went into our last fight unprepared. And my friends paid for it with their lives. Fable, to be honest, I thought that was what would happen to you when you went into the Twilight Chasm. I thought it would be the end of you. I see. I understand why you were scared. I just wish you would have told me. Me too. When we fought her, they all went down so quickly. Aquila got mind-controlled and struck down Alkan. Kaya went down trying to heal Aegius. We tried so hard to keep fighting despite it all, to not give up, and then suddenly they were all gone, and it was only me and Quasar. Quasar? Is that his name? Yes, Quasar Dustbringer. Is that his real name? Yes. Jealous? A little. He grew up in the Order of Starlight. It was a different subsection from Tia's, but I guess Cassiopeia's servants have a flair for dramatic names. Now I kind of don't like him already, but I kind of imagine that we hated each other at first. disagreed on a lot of things, especially about religion, because he worshipped Cassiopeia and you Leviathan. Oh, you figured that one out? This place has the sea serpent written all over it. You're a very good detective, after all. That would explain how we survived the flood. But yes, it made for interesting fights, but that somehow brought us closer together. And arguing about scripture was kind of fun, I bet. But the other necromancer, Carabosia, that one, she died, right? So you defeated her after all. No, yes, well, Quasar did. When I saw my friends I was pretty sure it was all over, that we'd lost. I was hopeless and scared, so I ran. I ran and I didn't stop until I was too far gone to turn back. I get that. Running's pretty easy when you're scared. And that must have been really scary to lose your friends like that. On the one hand, it's like, it's not right to leave them behind, but I would say, like, if you were in the middle of fighting and they were dropping and there's still a chance and you just abandoned the fight, then yeah, you'd be a jerk for leaving. But if they were already down and there's no way you could save them, then yeah, it was the right thing to leave. Otherwise, I might have joined them. And then I wouldn't be here now. I'm glad you're here, even though that choice wasn't easy. Easier than I would have liked it to be. Suddenly, there was an explosion of intense magic from where I had escaped from. I'm pretty sure he used the Soul Shatter spell to defeat her. That sounds shattering. Like something Hex would use. We stole it from a mad wizard back in the day. It was clearly too dangerous to be used, so we all agreed to keep the scroll safe and untouched. But he didn't. We didn't. We both wanted to study it despite the warnings. And while the others were partying and getting into tavern brawls or petting were-owls, we studied a scroll that could rip souls asunder. I don't think either of us ever planned on using it, but we were young and curious. The allure of powerful magic is a difficult one to ignore. I think when I escaped and he refused to run with no other options left, he used it against her. And it shattered Carabosia's soul. It clearly won him the fight, but it didn't bring them back. How have we never heard about any of this? You have, in a way. It happened 30 years ago? Yes. I was wondering why he opened the first sigil 30 years ago and then waited so long for the others. I guess it was an accident, opening the portals, I mean. That's when it did, right? With her soul turned into a portal? I think so, yes. And now he wants to bring your friends back. We can all relate to that right now. There's nothing I wouldn't give to see them again, my old friends, and Tia too, but the past has already happened and I can't change it, no matter how much I want to. I want to honor the love they taught me, the ways they changed me, and the life I still get to live. They're worth so much more than only remembering the worst thing that ever happened to them. And I don't want to destroy myself any more than my cowardice already did. You are a little bit of a coward. You could have told us this at the beginning. I didn't want it to be him, I guess, nor did I want to choose sides. He's still my friend, even after all he's done. Even after he put on Carabosa's armor and abandoned his oath, I guess no one wants to accept that their friend has become someone unrecognizable to them. I'm sorry that happened to you, to the both of you. It feels good to finally say it out loud. Is that weird? Not at all. Do you think we could share this with the other, his name and the story, I mean? If you want to, I fear Kara will crush me, though. I'll put in a good word for you. Do you hate me now? Of course not. You're our friend. Our occasional stupid, shady, and sad friend, but our friend nonetheless. And Quasar is your friend. I also wouldn't know what to do if I had to fight against my friends. I'd like to think I wouldn't want to hurt them either. But you really do have to start taking your own advice. So I've heard. Thank you, Fable. You really are my favorite brother. Part of me is still hope. No. No, he's betrayed too much, and he's become the very evil he swore to defeat, and so no, he's gonna go. You really are my favorite regular. Good, because you're my favorite innkeeper. So don't go anywhere, okay? Not this time, I promise. Do I get a hot chocolate now, or are we gonna be sad for another hour? I'll get you a hot chocolate. Thank you for being patient. Yeah, so we specifically want the hot chocolate. Now the hot chocolate, which one did I make it? I forgot which one what it made it with. Did I make it with... No, I don't think I can make it with that. Or did I make it with this one? No. What did I make it with? Did I make it with the... No, I couldn't have made it with the ghost, could I? No. I could make it with the fae, I believe. Yeah, so we're gonna do 1 crown. 1 shield. And 2 of that one. There we go. Hot chocolate. Thank you, Andu. There's your hot chocolate. Here, a hot chocolate Quincy style. This is perfect. Thank you so much. No zombies shall stand a chance against my chocolatey veins. I have to go run through the gardens now. See you in a bit. Good luck, Fable. I'll go with her. We'll check in with you guys after we've won. I'd like that. Once we're back, how about some cheesecake and dancing? That sounds lovely. We'll make some flour biscuits too. I'm very excited to try those. Be safe out there. You too, Neil. It sounds better when you say it. Can't wait to hear it again. Thank you for sharing all that with us, Innkeep. I guess it was finally my turn to be honest. Do you think we'll win this? No, but I wouldn't mind a surprise. That's... wow. Okay, yes, I believe in all of you. I know you'll stop him and save us all. Especially with you on the team. You're a real good cheerleader. I know. And even if you don't come back, I'm still glad I got to spend all this time with you. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Me neither, Innkeeper. But don't say goodbye just yet. I'm still coming back to pick up that quest. I need to check in with the others first, though. I figured. Thank you for everything, Fable. I couldn't have wished for a better person to share my adventures with. I'll be back in a bit. Be patient. I'll try my best. Well, hello, Innkeeper. We have returned. Welcome back to my tavern. How are you two doing? Still clinging to those empty lines, are we? You can drop the act now, Innkeep. We all know you're not just a mere babbler after all. Who told you the good news? We met this lovely little girl on our way here. A really chatty kitlin. Maybe she has to overcompensate for that brooding older foster brother of hers. So you know about everything? About your history with the necromancer? For sure. Have to admit, everything makes a lot more sense now. I'm glad you came back. I think we all made some mistakes in our past. Some of us married evil expletive, others ran away because they were afraid. What counts is what we do now, Innkeeper. For example, how you help us fix your expletive up from 30 years ago. I see you've already put up a quest for us. Good. Quest taken. You're not going to fight alongside Care? Oh, fight? Whom are we fighting? The undead army, you know, the one that's marching towards the capital. But who am I to blame them? Sounds like a wonderful stroll through nature. Kyle. They're not strolling, they're eating away at the roots protecting the capital. That's not very nice. You got that right. And that's why we're going to stop them. Very well, dear Rhea. You and your cape would be welcome additions to the team. There will be a few more adventurers accompanying us. Scully, Una, Jade, and Nico are going to join in on the fun. And Nico? Let's hope their chaotic ideas turn out well. They better. Saving this world and the capital from destruction sounds like a dangerous endeavor. It is. Just as I thought. I couldn't bear losing yet another person so close to me in my lifetime. I know that feeling all too well. Will you both stop worrying before anything bad has even happened yet? That reminds me, did the sword turn out well? Ha, excuse me bragging, but it turned out spectacular. I was able to craft a flawless weapon, so deadly yet beautiful. Kair's Baba really passed an astonishing sword onto her. With the Gover's opals and the blueprint those priests gave us, my best work to date. More than enough for the Orhart's competition. And with the Dragonfire little Elfie acquired, it's also strong enough to withstand Ur's great axe. Already handed my masterpiece over to Cair. She's gonna save the world first before I can win my competition. Are you sure you don't want to wield the sword yourself? Nah. I fought my fair share of undead. I know how to handle them. I'm better off at the capital, and the sword is better off in Cair's hands. It belonged to her Baba once, so naturally, it's Cair's legacy. But there's one thing you could do. Craving one last drink, Rhea? You see right through me. Anything specific you have in mind for today? Just a drink that won't be my last. Mix us something to help us return to your tavern after all of this expletive. Agreed. I would love to come back here with this dear Rhea just to reminisce. Very well. I have two ideas that could work. I could give you something to enhance your dexterity and intelligence, so you can easily predict and avoid all attacks. I top it off with a lotus flower for some extra draconic blessing. That'd be the drink for a purely offensive approach. What would the other drink do? That'd be the choice if you want to do something less violent. A drink that would enhance your natural charisma as well as up your defense. I'd also add some honey flowers to make you extra persuasive. We'll be trying to collect some allies on the way, so we might need to do some convincing. And additional defense seems like a good idea. But smashing the undead creatures' heads together sounds like more fun than talking to them. I'm not really much of a charmer, you know? Oh, I find you quite charming. Aw, shush. And we also have Lady Evelyn on our side. She definitely knows how to get a dead heart beating again. I'm speaking from my own experience here. Your ex-wife will be joining us? Absolutely. That's an unexpected turn of events. So, she's okay? Of course she is. That's a relief. Did you two talk it out? We did, and while there's still a long way to go, we started to reconcile. I'll tell you all about it after we prevent a world calamity. I'm counting on you. I suppose having a powerful vampire countess on our side isn't entirely bad. But now, what about my drink? Have you decided on one yet? No. Both sound reasonable to me. I'll leave it up to you. Charm or violence, what will it be? You better choose wisely. Thank you. That's only mildly threatening. I think Rhea would rather go and actually have a little bit more of a tactical advantage. So that's going to be... It's going to be this one, I believe. Right. Dexterity and intelligence, so you can predict and avoid all attacks. Yeah. So we have... No, we need 3 dexterity, which could be... No. Actually, could be our hot chocolate. Yeah, let's look at the hot chocolate. And we want the... No, hold on. We want... Which one? The dragon infusion. Which one is that? That's this one. Okay. We can do this. So that's a lotus. Because that's... Yeah. Okay, they all have their own symbols. And... Let's see. So we have... Touch of intelligence. Touch of charisma. It still gives them a little bit of charisma. We already have the defense. And then we're going to throw in some dexterity. Hot chocolate. There you go. Even with marshmallows, I think a more physical approach fits you better. And you're quite charming already. Yeah, that's what I thought. Time to smash some undead heads. May you return unharmed. Be careful, you're starting to sound like some random NPC again. Let's go, Kyle. And pick up your ex-wife. See you later. Until then, dear Innkeeper. Stay safe, you two. Fable and Caerlin. I'm back. And I see you brought Caerlin with you. What a pleasant surprise. Good to see you too. We're taking the quest, if you couldn't tell. I guessed as much. You're not going alone, I hope? Of course not. We're just waiting for the others. Voy, Hex, and Grace will be joining us. We're keeping the team small because it'll probably be really hard to get there. But I think Caerlin could probably defeat him all by herself anyway. I don't know. I think I work better on a team. I think we all work better when we don't have to go through terrifying experiences on our own. All part of the humanoid experience, I suppose. No philosophizing before a big quest, please. But I love my philosophizing. We know. I think her sword's a little... I think that her sword is different. Are you? Scared and excited? Yeah, both. But it's not the worst combo. We're excited for an epic fight and scared because we care about this world and each other. That seems like a good thing. I guess if I didn't care, I wouldn't feel so worried about all of you either. Good to be worried then, in a way. Though, I could do without this feeling of ants running around in my stomach. Me too, but I'm glad you care. Would you say I care, Lynn? That was really bad. Okay, sorry. That new sword of yours, Care, does it have an appropriate epic name? I asked Rhea that too. She told me to name it. And? Lynn panicked. She said it's just a great sword. So now its name is Just a Great Sword. Very creative. Luckily, the most commonly translated name for Ur's great axe is Just a Great Axe. So Carolyn's name fits right in with the naming convention. I knew that, of course. Of course. So you've got just a great sword, unexplored dragon powers, a quest. All that's missing is a drink. A drink. It would be foolish of me to let you walk out of here without any help again. A little. I mean, you are a little bit of a fool either way. Don't think I just forget about whatever you and that Quasar guy got going on. We'll be sure to be talking about that once we've stopped him. That's fair. Are you mad at me? Humph. No, I guess we all have people we're scared to talk about. But you were right. The past always comes back to haunt us, whether werewolf or necromancer. I can handle the past as long as you guys promise to haunt me for a little while, too. We'll give it our best. So, Fable, what drink should she get you? Well, I think I should play to my strengths, and I'm not sure which one I should focus on. On the one hand, dexterity will make me swifter with a bow, and it always helps to be fast and evasive. On the other hand, Voy has been teaching me how to combine magic and music to support people. And I think a powerful pep talk or healing word can go a long way, so charisma could work too. Innkeeper, I'll leave the choice up to you. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer here. I like both of these sides myself. Just make me your favorite charisma drink or your favorite dexterity drink. A favorite drink for my favorite customer, coming right up. I don't know which one I want to do. So let me think about this. Okay, I think since it's for Fable, I'm gonna go with the dexterity. And we're gonna do the hot chocolate again. We could do Ghostberry, which would allow to be invisible. We'll do Sunflower. Already got that one. That one. We'll do a little bit of AC. Or a little bit of defense. And then the rest of it is... and a little bit of intelligence. There's our hot chocolate. Thank you, Andu. Let's... Thank you, Andu. Hot chocolate. Fighting skills can come in handy for this. And speed, too. That way you can always run. Ha. Ha. Thank you. I feel fast and ready for battle now. Maybe I'll even have time to pick up some new ingredients for you on the way back. Focus on getting yourself back first. I'll think about writing up a fresh grocery quest later. So, does your ex-paladin have any weaknesses? Where does this ticklish come from? I think his arrogance. He still can't see himself losing, nor does he think he has any weaknesses. And I can't imagine you have something equally important to fight for. But he's fighting for something that's already dead. You're fighting for something still alive. Make the most of it. Either way, best of luck. Thank you. Hope you don't mind me kicking your friend's ass. Yeah, no, tell him I sent you. Ha, I'll deliver your cutting words myself. Do you mind if we wait here for the others? Not at all. Grab yourself a table and some, I still don't have any snacks, actually. Don't worry. I brought biscuits. Well then, have some biscuits. I'll set up a table. Why don't you sell cookies? I was never very good at baking. Maybe you should... Clay's back. You can finally breathe a sigh of relief, everyone. The face and the muscle have finally arrived. You're all saved. Hooray? Okay, I was trying to make this less awkward, and I see I've made it worse. It's okay, boy. Some situations call for a little bit of awkwardness. I am... Innkeeper, I'm sorry. It's okay. I get it. I'd be mad too. I'm just glad you came back. Thank you for welcoming me back. Anytime. Yeah, Clay, listen. I'm sorry too. You needed us and there's nothing you could have done. I needed some time alone to be miserable. Thank you for still being here for me when I came back. Anytime, bud. How you feeling? Not the best. I miss her a lot. Me too. I know. And I feel pretty powerless without her here. But Nil's right. She would have hated it if we gave up now. I don't want to abandon the world she loves so much. We have to try to save it. And it's Neil now, I think. But yeah, I think we owe it to her to try. And she deserves a proper ending too, not to fade into some sort of puppet of his. You're always looking out for her. I know she really appreciated that. And you're always looking out for us. I'm sorry I got so angry about that bird. We're all trying our best. No, you were right. I should do better. Let's try to do better together then. I'd like that. Good job, you three. That wasn't so hard now, was it? It was very hard, but it was worth it. Thanks for dragging me here, boy. You got it. I've heard you're joining too, Voy? Of course I am. What would everyone do without my priceless encouragement and skillful illusions? Plus, I'm dying to hurl the worst insults known to dragonkind at that man. Don't hold back on my account. Would you like a drink to help with that? Nah, I think I got it covered this time. Can't wait to hear your epic battle ballad about it. Oh, you will. Could I have a drink? I could use a little something. Like some defense, maybe? I don't know how else to handle this without Tia. I'll try my best to mix up some liquid support. What do you want? 3 shield. Do we have anything other? Oh, we could do for snow. We haven't done a frosted lagoon in ages. Let's do that one. Let's also give it with a bit of a pine cone so we get a little bit of extra protection in there. And then we'll just do a touch of charisma. Frosted Lagoon. Thank you, Andu. It's not quite Alithia, but it's as much defense as I can give you. Thank you. This reminds me of her, in the best way possible. I really needed that. Feeling a bit better? Lots, actually. Coolio. Just missing the 2 wizards now. We should wait for them and Fable. And with Fable's biscuits... There's biscuits? I'm glad they picked up snack duty. Me too. I'm glad you're okay, big guy. Thank you. Now come on, before Voy starts his inevitable grand speech without us. Did someone say speech? Nope. This way. I'll miss this. Maybe I should start offering food. No, Andu would go crazy. The stars of the show have finally arrived. but Voy is already here. I don't think we can compete with that. Aw, come on, don't kill my vibe. You spent too much time with Nico. Impossible. Are they also why you're late? We were busy doing research, okay? Turns out we have a little bit of a problem. You mean besides the crazy necromancer with a god complex and a god's weapon trying to kill death? Besides that, yes. Wonderful. What is it? Quasar needs to go through the astral portal and the aperture to reach Tuat and do his crazy apocalypse thing. We figure he'll be able to use the portal without issue because of Tia, or what's left of her. First, he has to go get to the aperture somehow, of course. As a former paladin of Cassiopeia, getting to her portal shouldn't be a problem for him. That's what we thought, which is where our problem comes in. We know he's attempting this tonight, because of the transition between the astral moon and the dying moon and all that jazz, which means we also have to get there very fast, but teleporting into the Forbidden Valley isn't exactly easy. Its weird natural magic makes it a hazard for any self-respecting wizard. You're basically guaranteed to teleport yourself into a tree. Even Baya can't help. We're a bit stuck. Got any ideas? I'm good at teleporting drinks, not people. So, not exactly. Grace, you've been awfully quiet. Do you have an idea? I do. You do? Yes, but I knew you'd say no, so I decided to pitch it to the Innkeeper instead. Please go ahead. Remember those spells Hex found? Weren't exactly that many to remember. Can't wait to try out that soul binding one. Don't. You'd risk your own soul. I meant the teleportation spell. The one that can teleport you anywhere? That one. The one that could kill you? I think I could use it to teleport a small group right into the astral sea. Somewhere close to the portal so that they can find Quasar easier. That would be great. No, it wouldn't. Well, Did you miss the part where it could kill you? With my modifications, it has a whole 30% chance of succeeding without stripping me of all of my mana. That's a 70% chance of death. We don't have a lot of options. This isn't an option. We'll find something else, another way. And with what time exactly, Hexagon? Fine, sure, I'll cast it then. Don't be silly. You're awful at teleportation. Plus, it's more stable if the caster stays behind. And you're a much better fighter than I am. They'll need you at the aperture. And I need you alive. I won't be alive if you don't stop him. I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. Absolutely not. I won't let you sacrifice yourself for some useless heroics. Either I cast it or we don't do this at all. This is Grace's choice. Let her make it. She makes stupid choices sometimes. She's the one that has a PhD, I believe, in magic something or other. She's too good for this world and it'll kill her. So you'd rather shape her into something she's not? Don't you love her the way she is? More than anything, her heart is what makes her so special. Then let her keep it. If we want to save the world, this is the only way. What's the point of this world if it doesn't have you in it? Hex, that world without me that you fear so much, it will exist one day, no matter what we do today. But it doesn't exist right now, and yet you keep acting like it does. I'm just worried. You're so worried about the possibility of me being gone, you're treating me like I'm already a ghost. The time we have, it's so short. I know, I'm scared too. I don't want to die either. But I can't miss out on living pretending I'm already dead. You'll have plenty of time to mourn me when I'm gone. Right now, I need you to love me. I'm so scared, Grace. I don't know what I'll do without you. You'll figure it out. You won't be alone, even when I'm gone. It's not the same. I know, but let's focus on what you can do right now while we're still together. We can save the world if only you'll let me live. I guess. I can't keep you in a glass case like some sort of spell scroll. Even though I'd come up with some great riddles to trap you with. I'd solve them instantly. Ha, you would. Do you really want to do this? I can help. This is how I can help. You don't have to. I want to. Let her be her own person, Hex. She deserves this. You'll make it out of this, okay? You have to promise me that you'll make it out of this. I promise. And then we'll have a tea party. So many of them. I love you, Gracie. I love you too, Hexy. Alright, I guess if anyone can handle casting a crazy powerful, probably cursed teleportation spell, it's you. Or the Innkeeper, but I guess you're not volunteering. Unless you want to permanently be transformed into drinks, I can't help you. Good thing you've got me then, to cast a spell and to keep you company afterwards. I'll stay behind to ensure the spell's stability and improve the chances of keeping my promise. Sounds lovely. Would you like to drink to assist you in this matter? No, I think I'd like to keep my destiny in my own hands today, but thank you. Let's do this then. Before I change my mind and lock you in a tower. I'd like to see you try. Alright. Are you ready? Alright, are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. You better keep her well hydrated while I'm gone, Innkeeper. Will do. Yeah, we'll see you soon. You can count on that. It looks like everyone else is ready to get going as well. So shush and let me concentrate. Did it work? I think so. They all disappeared. Phew, that was... Oh, dragons, that was close. It felt like all my insides were being pulled out through my nose. But you made it. But we made it. Can't believe I've got the greatest witch of our generation hanging out in my tavern. It's what the best innkeeper of our generation deserves. Speaking of which, can I get a drink? Something that'll make my brain feel like it's melting a little less. Of course, Grace. You have as many drinks as you want. Do you think making endless drinks might distract us from worrying so much? It might. I'll consider it then, but let's start with one. Let's do the Silent Owl. Which would be... yeah. This little sprig. We'll do an extra intelligence. And a couple things of strength. And... one dex. Perfect. Silent Owl. Thank you, Andu. Emergency anti-brain melting liquid, just for you. Thank you. I think my synapses are putting themselves back together. And now, we wait. We wait. Thank you for keeping me company. Anytime. Quincy's back. Oh, hello. Hello there. I'm Quincy. Grace, nice to meet you. Likewise. What are you two up to? Looks like a whole lot of worrying. Waiting, mostly. Mind if I wait with you? No, not at all. Then let us wait together. as they disappear from the